Hello and welcome back. Veii, also known as Veio, was an Etruscan settlement that was founded in the 9th century BC in Northern Lazio, so not in Tuscany like the majority of other cities in the Etruscan League. Thanks to its distance from the others, Veii thrived in the region because weaker neighbors surrounded it. The source of most of Veii's riches comes from their terracotta, which was most of what they traded, and it was more than enough to sustain themselves, expand and build great works of architecture and art. Veii was the greatest center for the fabrication of terracotta sculptures in Etruria in the 6th century BC. This can be seen at the Grotta Campana, which contains the oldest known Etruscan frescoes. The ashes of the dead were stored in burial urns surmounted by terracotta portrait heads. Since they were so advanced in the art of terracotta, many great monuments and buildings were built there, such as the Temple of Portonaccio and the terracotta statue of Apollo. The presence of these artifacts alone gave Veii great religious importance and even more influence. Veii also built a series of aqueducts that improved the living conditions and hygiene of the inhabitants and the streets. In its heyday, Veii was as big as Athens and had a population of about 100,000. Veii also had its hegemony over many surrounding settlements, including Rome. The town had hegemony over Rome in the 7th century and in the 6th century, but a subsequent series of wars eventually ended in its destructions. The ruins of Veii are located about 20 kilometers northwest of Rome. Veii was the only city-state in Rome's immediate vicinity considered powerful enough to be a serious threat to Rome's continued growth and expansion, and even Rome's very survival was at stake. Rome and Veii were physically too close to one another and too well matched in strength to live in peace and to sign a durable peace treaty. During the 5th and 4th century BC, Romans and Veians fought many times. Veii even helped the Tarquinians when the Roman monarchy was overthrown, and according to Livy, the Tarquinians fought very violently, unlike the Veians, who did not match with the Romans and ended up becoming a dead weight for the Tarquinians. In the 4th century there were two major conflicts, one in 483 and another in 438. In both of these conflicts Rome was victorious. In the end of the 4th century the Romans sieged Veii for 6 to 10 years, depends to whom you ask, and the city fell in 396 when it was destroyed by the Romans. Although the city of Veii was well known throughout the writings of Dionysius, of Halicarnassus and Livius, for a long time the location of Veii was forgotten. It was only rediscovered in the 1840s and you can still visit it to this day. It is certainly a place I wanna see next time I go back to Lazio. That's all for now. See you next time.